Denver, Colorado. I'm discovering ways to help you sell your home faster, for more money, and with less turbulence. Welcome to the Home Pricing Show. Hi, this is Jim Urban with the Home Pricing Show. Today we're talking about secrets to mastering the art of home selling, how to use the 30, 60, 90-day home pricing formula in your marketplace. Today we are on Chapter 7, Show Me the Net, Show Me the Bottom Line. Today we're going to talk about a few things, but before we get into that, I want to go into this at the very beginning of the video this time. Today, if you want a copy of this book, there's basically two ways to get a copy of this book. The first way is for you to contact me and we can get together on our initial consultation, and I will actually give you a copy of this book for free of charge, that you can read this book. And again, we're on Chapter 7 today. The second way you can get this book is by going to Amazon.com and going into the search engine and typing in Jim Urban, and that's U-R-B-A-N. So today, I'm going to summarize Chapter 7 for you today. Today, again, Show Me the Net, Show Me the Bottom Line is the heading of this chapter. And really what this chapter is all about is giving the truth about what the bottom line will be based on a 30-day price or a 60 or a 90-day price. And typically the way I figure it is, if we are going to figure it on the 30-day price, then that's the preferred way to show the net to the seller, is based on the 30-day price. And so what I like to do is I like to pull out this document, and it's the 30, 60, 90-day home pricing strategy and net estimate, compliments of Jim Urban. And we go through this document showing you what your estimate of net is going to be once you pay expenses to sell your home. It's very important to go through that document. So sometimes the 30-day price is almost more shocking than the net to the seller. In other words, a lot of times I've met with the seller and I tell them what the 30-day price is and the 60 and the 90, and sometimes they fall out of their chair when I tell them what the 30-day price is. But when I actually go through the net and I show them what the bottom line is, then sometimes that is not so bad. On the other side of the coin, if there is a negative net, a lot of times people owe more on their house than it's worth, then they are in shock when it comes time to showing them the net. And of course then we get into our short sale conversation. I always figure that it's better to tell them the truth up front about not just the price, but what the actual bottom line is, because if, for example, if the bottom line isn't going to meet their needs, it's better that they know that now rather than put in a lot of time for me and for them into the transaction and find out when we get a contract and they actually find out at that point what their bottom line is going to be, and then we've wasted all that time and they take the house off the market. So it's better to be upfront at the very beginning of the transaction, spending your time going through the net dollar. So that's what I show all of my sellers, is what the net dollar is up front. And so I will never leave this step out, ever. As far as when we meet, this step will never be left out. I'll always show them the bottom line. And then this also includes a discussion over the brokerage fee. And so we go into that discussion about what my fee is. And the way I have it on my document is we actually split up the fees, showing if there is another broker involved, what their portion is and what my portion is. And that's very, very important, because sellers actually want to know, how real estate people get paid. A lot of them don't understand. If you just quote them the total commission fee, the brokerage fee, they don't actually know how that's broken up if there's another broker involved. So it's always good to do that. And so the worst thing that can possibly happen with this net, and the main reason I actually wrote this chapter, was for the very fact that you must show them this net. And the way to show them a true net is to get the actual payoff amount. So one of the worst things you can do as a real estate agent is to get an estimate from the seller of what the payoff is. It's better to actually get the actual payoff amount from the seller. Have them go online and go to their bank and find out what they owe exactly on the house. Maybe they have a bank statement laying around the house that's recent enough where it shows the actual balance or principal balance on the loan. Because you don't want to be guessing in this area. Too many times sellers are hundreds of dollars off, maybe even thousands of dollars off, and this can be very, very dangerous for the listing realtor to actually guess what the payoff is, because normally it's in the opposite direction, and especially if they're tight on equity, you definitely want to know what the equity or what the payoff amount is. So having said that, this is Chapter 7 today of Secrets to Mastering the Art of Home Selling. You have a wonderful week, and if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to give me a call. And remember, there's 3 things or 3 roles that I have for you. I'm your consultant, I'm your negotiator, and I oversee all the transactional details of the transaction. Sooner or later, you will become aware that my negotiating skills alone are worth every penny you pay me. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.